Hi, I'm back, and I'm very excited to keep the last video going. So we're still talking about the great resignation, but now we're moving to what do we do now? Where we will go from what we have. From a company perspective, if you are worried that your people might leave, what could you do? First, I think you need to have a strong HR department or a happiness team, people that are going to interview your folks or send out forms to understand what are the main complaints. What don't your people like and why? So then you can analyze and map what are the major areas for improvement. And then you can release either a note or share it in a call and say, hey, we hear you. We understand, we know what's not working for you, and we are working on it. Bear with us. We are changing. You don't need to leave your job to get better conditions because your job is going to change for you. Supporting them when they want to study, maybe reimbursing part of the tuition, sharing career plans that actually work with milestones and how they will progress if they stay in your company. Support either hybrid work environment or fully remote so that people can own their time. Support stress reduction, so anything you can do to prevent burnout, giving them access to sport or mental health, all of those things will collaborate. And even if it comes to that, reviewing more company policies and culture. Number two, you have to take this opportunity to understand the value that you add to the company. Are you adding a lot of value? How can you not let them take it for granted? So you can negotiate better payments, you can negotiate better benefits, promotions, a career path that makes sense, or a career shift is that if that's what you're looking for. I think it's worth telling them like, hey, wouldn't it be better to have me in a different department than have me quit? And this might be possible with a transition period. You can do some knowledge transfer to the next person or even to your new job, and figuring out what's important to you. So maybe you're past the fixing point with this company and you really want to go somewhere else. Well, it's still positive to leave in good terms with friends and not breaking any bridges, not burning the bridges or locking the doors because the world is round and it does spin. Now, if you're in the other end, let's say you are an unhappy employee. You're feeling like your company is breaking your soul and you want out. 100% honest, and because I think the world is not such a huge place, first talk to your manager and to your HR and be clear on your situation, your insatisfactions, and see if they're willing to do something for you. I think this is ground zero. If you're too worried, maybe start looking for other jobs, getting opportunities before you complain if you think that can become a reason why they would fire you instead. But be honest. I think there are good chances, given the context, that they will be willing to work with you to get you to stay. First, review your resume, ask colleagues for feedback or friends from other companies. Start putting yourself out there. Don't send 100 copies of your resume. First, send a small batch, see if it gets good responses. If you're not getting anything, maybe, revise your resume again, then send another batch so you don't, burn your shots everywhere. Practice interviews. Think about how you want to present yourself and participate in processes in companies you really believe you could fit. Not like desperately just to leave, because you're going to end up in the same place if you act like that. Spare the internet of a public breakup. Don't go on LinkedIn saying how bad your last job was and how unhappy and how terrible, and don't bite the hand that fed you. I'm sure you had your reasons, and I do trust that you're speaking the truth, but it can backfire and it can damage your image. So let's be very careful with what we put out there. Those are not stories that last 24 hours. Once it's in the internet, it's in the internet, and it's going to be, Googleable forever. So that's step one. Right out of the gate, there are a few easy things that you can start planning. Not that they are easy per se, but because they're very applicable as team building, salary revisions, variable compensation plans. What are the other benefits that you're offering? What is the flexibility on hours? Do you have a lot of micromanagement? What is the life quality your people have or don't have, and why? Do you have poisonous leaders? Because most employees leave because of bad leadership. So sometimes it hurts to say, but sometimes you're going to have to let a bad leader go to save a team. And that you should be prepared to do. Thanks again for joining and for watching and for participating and engaging. It's super fun. And I'll see you again in a few days. Bye. Bonus track, promise. It's just real quick. You don't have to go and say, oh my God, I'm so thankful for my job. It's a cycle that ends, and oh, I'm gonna miss them so much. No, it's okay. You didn't like the job. It's fine. You can just move on. You don't need to create a sentimental post as well. Just don't trash your company. It's not worth it. Look ahead, move forward. God bless you.